What's up, guys? Welcome back to ManCave Collectible Reviews, coming at you today with another figure review. And today we got one that is hot off the press. We've got the NECA cartoon pizza monster. This just came in from the NECA store for me over the weekend. It actually delivered on Sunday, which is kind of odd. You don't see a lot of Sunday deliveries, but couldn't wait to get this guy on our review table and do a review for you guys. Let's jump straight into it. So looking at the packaging, we got a really nice piece of promotional artwork here showing the pizza monster himself. Mikey, completely naive here, to the pizza monster creeping up behind of him. He's sitting in a floaty eating a piece of pizza. So just a really nostalgic piece of artwork here. Another one bites the crust. A little saying they got there on the front, Nickelodeon branding and NECA branding there in the bottom. As we spin around to the side, we have that same saying, another one bites the crust, volume number 7. I'm guessing that means this is the 7th deluxe figure. If I'm wrong on that, you can correct me in the comments, but I'm thinking that's what that means. On the opposite side, same thing. And then on the back of this thing, we actually have another nice piece of artwork that's very reminiscent of the cartoon. You can see these are the pizza monsters before they grew. We've actually already got one of those as well. We'll take a look at that when we do some size comparisons at the end of this review, but we've got Baxter and Shredder down there in the bottom as well. Now, one thing they do differently with these deluxe packages versus the regular 2-packs that we find in our Walmarts, they actually do a specific write-up here specific to the character in the box, whereas with the 2-packs we get just a standard write-up, same write-up on all the 2-packs. So that's pretty cool that we got a little write-up here on our pizza monsters. If you want to read that, you can pause it. So that is it for our packaging. Let's crack this guy out of the package and see what we got. All right, guys, we got our pizza monster out of his packaging and on the review table, and let me tell you right off the bat, I absolutely love this figure. Let's jump right into accessories. So we do get the UFO pizza box here. That's pretty cool. It is articulated. You can see here you can pop that open to reveal the inside. Now, to go along with the UFO pizza box, you do get a full pizza here. So this is a very nice sculpted and painted pepperoni pizza. It will pop right inside the pizza box. And then lastly, you do get the baby pizza monster here, which you can sit that back there and kind of create that scene from the cartoon where baby pizza monster is standing on the pizza. So that's a really nice little set of accessories. Now the final accessory we get is this little gadget here. It is real nicely painted. Now I'm not sure, I'm trying to remember exactly what this was for. It's been a little while since I've actually saw this episode. So you can drop down in the comments if you remember what this was used for during that episode, or if it was even used in that episode. Sometimes NECA has a way of adding accessories in that actually go with other episodes that kind of go with a figure that may be coming down the line. So let me know if you remember what that particular device is for. All right, so let's take a little close-up here of our pizza monster. So I want to show you guys just the amazingness that is this head sculpt. So very alien reminiscent. I think if you go back into the cartoon, I think these did kind of come from like a xenomorph background. I think there is some history there with that. Got a little bit of something going on here from a QC standpoint, kind of on the back of mine. Looks like where it was come off a sprue or something like that. Maybe it just wasn't real clean. But the eyes are painted nice and black. They are kind of a really nice dark black. They're painted within the lines very well. Got that articulated jaw, so you can really give him a scary looking face there. Nicely painted tongue inside, gums and everything painted kind of burgundy. As we see pretty much with this cartoon line, kind of got the transition from a bright light yellow to a darker, more tan color here. Got another thing here kind of where looks like it come off, a sprue, something that just didn't transition real well. As we're moving around, we kind of got some white accented colors in there to kind of give it, I guess, like a shiny look is what they're going for there. Coming on down, got some fins down there on the calf area. Looks really nice. Toes and toenails are painted white, with a little bit of black to round them out. Come back here, the tail, actually you have to put the tail on, as we see with pretty much all figures in this line that have a tail. Got to put it on once you remove it from the box. It's just on a ball peg there. Real nice. Does seem to have some bendy wire in it, so you're able to kind of bend and mold that tail, to your own liking. So I think that's always good when they give us that option. Nice big hands here. Really long, skinny arms. Again, this just reminds me so much of just an alien figure from their Alien line, and that's why I think, they're going to kill something like this. This is, right up their alley and perfect for, what they want to do in the figure world. Now, looking at this guy's articulation, tons of articulation here in the neck area. You can see we can get that neck all the way down, basically like almost like a 90-degree angle. Pretty crazy there. Get it back plenty, so if you wanted to get him in some cool poses where, you know, it's kind of more in like a, almost like not a prone position, but kind of almost like in a dog position, you could get that with no problem. We've already talked about the articulation here in the mouth. You can get that mouth wide open, plenty of articulation, full 360 there. As far as in these shoulders, up to about right there, we're really no problem. Back down, up and over, no issue. We do have nice double jointed elbows here, so you can get all kinds of range of motion there in the elbow area. Looks really good. And that's also going to give you swivels. Now I do have kind of some brown splotchiness here, so you can see that. Standard articulation here in the wrist. Going to be back and forth, spinning around. Got paint chipping here in the joint, which we typically see with NECA. Just something we're going to have to deal with. Little bit of movement here in his kind of lower, let's see, that'd be lower chest area, upper abdominal area. We can get some spin in there. Not a ton of crunch though. Nothing down here in the lower area. Full splits there with no problem. We got a little bit of a swivel there at the upper thigh. Double jointed knees. No issues with that. And then down in the ankle area, we can get forward and back pretty well with no problems. We do have some issue with the rocker. I can't really get it to rock so much. I don't know if it's just needs a little bit of heat applied to it or what it is, but they're both kind of the same way. Now I'm going to tell you right out of the gate, this guy is very top heavy. So you really have to kind of lean him forward, and that's why I think they probably put so much emphasis on that neck articulation there because of the weight distribution. So he's got big feet, which is nice. And if you kind of lean him in the proper manner, you're going to get him to stand up. But he definitely just wants to topple over one way or the other. So there you go. You can kind of see we got him kind of balanced out there. Let's go ahead and we'll bring in a couple other figures for size comparison. All right, guys, and just kind of for some quick size comparison, we got our Chrome Dome figure, which is absolutely massive, biggest figure in the line. And then the standard Leonardo. This is from the 4-pack, the Disguise 4-pack. You can see he is a big guy. So he is taller. I've got him, he's actually kind of slouched a little bit. I don't have him standing straight up. If he were to stand completely straight up, he would be just a hair shorter than Chrome Dome is, but you're just not going to get him to stand straight up and stay upright. He's going to fall over. You've got to manage that balance. So I've done the best I can to get him as tall as I can while still managing balance. You can see he comes up to about the bottom of Chrome Dome's chin there. So he is a big guy. He's probably the second tallest figure in the line so far. Now, if you had it in you that you wanted to kind of mix and match some of your Super 7 with the NECA cartoon stuff, here's our Mutagen Man from Super 7 Ultimates line. He is one of the bigger figures in the Super 7 Ultimates line. And you can see our Pizza Monster still towers over Mutagen Man. So it is a figure that scale-wise would scale mix and match with your your Super 7 Ultimates, and obviously your NECA cartoon line. And then for the guys that like to just see a standard 6-inch Marvel Legend, here you go. We got the Weapon X 6-inch Marvel Legend figure. So obviously this is a 6-inch figure line as well in the NECA cartoon stuff. So he's going to scale much larger than your typical Marvel Legend figure as well. And then lastly, for the guys who don't have any of these figures and just want to know how tall he is, there's a ruler. He's right about 8 inches, slightly hunched over. So you probably could get him to about 8 1/4 inches if you were to stand him up straight. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of the NECA cartoon Pizza Monster. Really happy to have this guy in. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of this figure. Hit that like button for me and subscribe. We are almost at our 7,000 sub milestone. For those of you that I will not see before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you all. Hope you all have a good week. Until next time.